Hello, Cancer, and good morning to you. This is Hoodie Priestess Tarot, and I'm Jodine. I'm actually going to request a second reading for Cancer this morning. I'm having my coffee, and the reason is because the reading that I got last night when I was doing the signs for Cancer did, that reading was for somebody who is passing away, passing out of this life and transitioning into the next. And it seemed like that whole reading was for that person and the people who loved them, who were very close to them and around them. I know how sensitive the issue of death is. But I just want to add that reading is not for everybody. That reading was special for somebody. Do I know who it is? No, I don't believe I do. But I could see from the cards on the table that they had been struggling with some sort of illness for a long time. And at times they had the upper hand, and at other times the illness was stronger. And they had a very big decision to make. They weighed things out. They went back and forth for a long time, and they considered the decision from all avenues of their life. And they decided that they would go ahead then and transition, and that they didn't want to keep fighting anymore. And they actually were surrounded by people who loved them very much. And in their lifetime, they were a person who loved very much and very deeply. This is not a morbid or scary or punishing moment in their life. This is actually a very beautiful moment in their life. But I do know that this can be a really sensitive topic. So I want to follow it up with, I'm asking the cards now to give me another reading for Cancer. And we'll follow the same format with the same decks. And please, Enchanted Forhaxa, give me a reading for Cancers who are not dealing with life transition. Thank you very much. What do we have for Cancer this morning? Thank you. The Three of Water. This is akin to the Three of Cups in other decks. If you're familiar with the Three of Cups, you'll notice that this really is quite a bit like other Three of Cups. It's beautiful though. So let's go ahead and read about it. And I'm going to say ahead of time that if it takes me a long time to locate the page in the book, I will edit that span of time out of the video, and you will see that I edited it. Working together on creating their new space. The mermaids lift a giant scallop shell in the air to relocate it. This act requires the efforts of each and brings the trio together, connecting them to a goal that, when finished, they each will enjoy. Working on a task together further strengthens their friendship and creates a supportive bond when facing future obstacles. The energy of the Three of Water speaks to the positive emotions that surface when working within a group. We hold connections to those who partake in tasks that we, too, feel devoted to seeing completed. And because of this, trust and companionship develop. The Three of Water brings to your awareness the feeling associated with joining a group. Are you creating strong and healthy attachments to other people within your community? Are you ready to lend a helping hand if need be? There is a joyous feeling that comes from feeling loved and supported by others. And when you tap into this energy, it's hard not to feel happiness wash over. It's very lovely, isn't it? It's very lovely. Let's see. Excuse me, Cancer, I dropped something on the floor. I need to pick it up. And now we'll take up the Phantomwise deck and look at your reading from August 10th through August 16th. For Cancer, August 10th through August 16th, the week ahead. There's the Three of Cups. It's the same card that we just looked at in the other deck. Interesting, that should come up. Cancer, are you celebrating something in your life? Are you celebrating the completion of work within a group? Okay, where are we? Where's Cancer right now? What's going on in Cancer's life, please? For the week ahead. Thank you. Now we have another three. We have the Three of Pentacles. You are working on something with other people. All right. All right. And what is helpful to Cancer in the week ahead? What helps Cancer, or what will be helpful to Cancer? The Two of Pentacles. So we've got the Three of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Pentacles, we've got heavy earth energy here. What is fading for Cancer in the coming week? What's fading out of Cancer's attention? What's fading out of Cancer's focus? Thank you. Five of Pentacles. All Pentacles so far. All earth. Well, earth and water work well together. You mix earth and water and you get life abundant. All right, if the Five of Pentacles is passing out of Cancer's focus, what indeed is front and center for Cancer in the upcoming week? Where is their focus most attuned? Thank you. The Ten of Swords. Ouch. That's the ouch card, isn't it? Okay. And what's coming up on the horizon that Cancer does not yet see? In the week ahead, or thereabouts. What's coming around the bend that Cancer does not see? Let me do one more shuffle. I'm going to do one more shuffle. I'm having issues with cards that are still pretty new and slippery. There, that was a good shuffle. Okay, what's coming up on the horizon for Cancer? The High Priestess. Oh dear, High Priestess. Sometimes when the High Priestess surfaces, the thing you're asking may not be told to you. It may be a secret. But she's a secretive one. She's also the card of Pisces. And so we've got heavy earth on the table, and now we have one card of air and one card of water. Okay, so what is the goal or the destination for Pisces in the week ahead? Where are they headed? Or where would they like to go? Where would they like to end up? Thank you. Page of Cups. Dear sweet one. Okay, now this could be a young person in your life, but all pages are messengers. So let's ask, what is the message of the Page of Cups, please? What's the message of the Page of Cups? Judgment. What a big, powerful card for this little bunny of a page to be bringing a message about. Well, we'll have to find out what that mystery is about. And what is on the bottom of the deck, please? It is the Hierophant, card of Taurus. More earth. All right. I do want to page down here a little bit. Cancer, you're working with something. You're working on something with other people. What you're working on is heavily characterized by the fact that you are doing it with the support and help and collaboration of other people. You're doing some kind of great work. You are building a great work, or whatever you're doing a great job. Okay? I don't know if this is a creative venture, a work of art, or if it's part of your everyday work that you do to support yourself, but you are doing it in collaboration with other people. So what's helpful to you is, I'm getting the feeling that you are very busy, that you've got a lot on your plate. And so what will be helpful to you is to keep balance in your life. Or it could be that this is something that you enjoy so much that you want to spend a lot of time on it. This card is asking you to keep balanced. Or maybe it's not something that you like so much. Maybe it's just something that requires a lot of you. I don't know. But this card is requiring balance, okay? Whatever you've got on your plate, keep it all going at the same time. Either that, or you're trying to make some decision that you're going back and forth about. Are you aware of anything like that? What's fading out is this idea that something was lacking. I don't know if it's a lack of money, or if you're having trouble with your health, or if you were having trouble with the relationships in your life to where you felt like an outsider, or that people had pushed you out, or if you were running out of the house barefoot in the snow, upset, and saying, "You've treated me so badly. I want the whole world to see how you've treated me. And yes, I know there's help for me, but I won't take it." all that energy is wrapped up in the Five of Pentacles. Or it could just be not having enough money. But I have a feeling that it's something to do with a relationship, because what's front and center right now is the afterthought of some hurt, some big ouch in your life it's over with. You feel betrayed, you feel stabbed in the back, but it's still on your mind. The swords are the element of the mind. Okay? Usually when something has hurt us very badly like that, then yeah, it does take a while for us to get it off of our mind. Where do we go from here? Gosh, we don't know. We don't know. I think we're so discombobulated. We're so taken apart. I don't know if what happened here has anything to do with this work here, or are they two separate things, Cancer? Are you working on this while you are carrying some mental anguish from something that happened in the past? It could be for some of you that this is a collaborative work that you're actually getting help with, like medical help or psychological help over something that hurt you in your mind. That could be what we're looking at here. I think for some of you, it is. Dealing with some sort of trauma. Why do I think trauma? Well, because the Ten of Swords is such a rough card. It's such a heavy card, but also when we see High Priestess, then we would know we're dealing with the subconscious. The things, the information that our mind is holding on to that it may not be putting up front and center for us to look at. It's trying to smooth the way for us. It's trying to make life a little softer for us. However, I want you to know there is a loving invitation for you to rise again, from you to come back. Come back from the throes of trauma and rise again. Connect with your heart. Usually when we see this card in different decks, we'll see an angel and it'll be blowing a trumpet and it'll be calling the dead up from the grave. And this is a spiritual rebirth. I think you are being invited after a very hard time, Cancer, the Cancer I'm talking to have a spiritual rebirth. It also could be there's a very prominent young person in your life who you love dearly. And it could be that whatever trauma you have been through, you really feel as though you're snapping out of it for their benefit. You have to get on the right track. You need to be with this young person and support this young person and be in a position where you can give this young person what they need. And the longer I look at this reading, the more I think that this is not a work project. And although it might be for some of you, okay? There's lots of Cancers in the world all doing their work, but I think who I'm looking at is in a collaborative venture with somebody who's assisting them in healing. This can be a card of reaching out and getting support. Is it still a card of great work? Of course it is, because taking care of our health is to do great work. Here we have the card of Taurus. It's also the card of deep spiritualism. And when I see these two cards in a reading together, I think somebody is going through spiritual awakening, or that they've been on some sort of spiritual renewal journey. And those things can be quite difficult. When we do those things, we tend to look back over our whole lives. And we look at everything we've done and every relationship we've had and every choice that we've made. We can go through a period in our life where we're doing that, and we can judge ourselves. And we can judge ourselves quite harshly. Just now, I want to bring up that recently, a couple days ago, I went to the movie The Odyssey. It's a new version of Homer's Odyssey. It's really quite good. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. But Odysseus is trying to get home after the Trojan War. You know, Odysseus is the one who came up with the idea to offer a gift of a large, huge wooden horse to the Trojans and to pretend that they were surrendering in the war and that the war was over. Meantime, all of the soldiers were hidden inside the horse. So when the Trojans pulled it inside of their city to accept the gift, in cover of night, all the soldiers came out and there was mass slaughter. And so, being that that was Odysseus's idea, and that's how they won the war, and the winning of that war was attributed to him. But the movie brought into focus the post-traumatic stress syndrome that he was more than likely dealing with after that, and how he had reflected back on all of his actions and how he judged himself so harshly. And in so doing, suffered great mental anguish. That's what this is, the Ten of Swords. It's great mental anguish. And his goddess who he worshipped was goddess Athena. And she visited him. She does visit him throughout that story. She comes and goes from him. And at one point she came and she said, "You're judging yourself as if you were a god, and you're not." And I want to bring that up now, Cancer. You are not a god, right? And you don't really have the authority or the qualifications of a god or the responsibilities. And there may be forces active in your life that you have no idea about, but God does. Let God do the judging. And here's another tender invitation to be sweet to yourself. Isn't this a sweet one? It's also a young one. It's a new one. This is a chance at renewal. Allow the renewal, Cancer, if you're going through a very trying time like that, and I think you are. Okay, here's the Ace of Pentacles. You have something new to do in your life. It's not over. It's not over, sweetie. There is something new for you to do, and it is going to involve moving from troubled waters into calm. This is the Six of Swords. Still, we are in the realm of the mind here. You are going to have to move to a more peaceful mind. And you will. And no doubt when you do, that will be a time for celebration. And maybe you have people who are helping you to do that. Okay. Let's draw an Urban Crow oracle for you. Cancer needs a card of very good advice. Dear Urban Crows, what can we tell Cancer today? What can we tell them today? Thank you. For Cancer. Observation. Interesting card. The crow here is staring at a spider in a web. It is also the number 34, so if we reduce, we can add 3 and 4 together and come up with 7. Now, to me, 7 is the card of spirit being very active in your life. Observation. The crow watches the spider, intrigued by how it catches its meals. The crow could simply pluck that spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting, and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. So many times, Cancer, this card just very obviously relates to everything else that's on the table. It's one of the things that I absolutely love about the Urban Crow Oracle deck. Other times, seldom, but at other times it will say something that totally seems to be standing alone from the rest of the reading, and I feel like this is one of those times. So either there's something else going on in your life that is being asked to observe and not get involved, or this is a message for some other Cancer who is listening to this reading. You are going to know that more than I do. Before I wrap up with you, I just want to come back here one more time. This is a call of celebration. This is a call to notice the people in your life who support you. And I will leave it at that. All right, Cancer. I want to thank you for supporting me in my work and this channel. And I appreciate you very much. If you come to this reading and you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe, because that lets YouTube know to show my work to more people. And then I can experience growth and reach out to more people. So I'm just asking that of you, and I hope the week ahead is pleasant and beautiful, and that you will be conscious of making it that way every chance you get. Take care until we meet again.